welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Tamela. If you like the video and you like what you see, then be sure to stick around and subscribe for new videos. We would love to have y'all join a part of our little family, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing what's on my iPhone, so if y'all are interested, then just keep watching. So just starting off, the phone that I have is the iPhone 11 Pro Max in gold, and I do have a video of me unboxing it, and I'll link it above and down below in the description box if that's something that y'all want to check out, because I kind of go a little more in depth kind of about the phone in there. So if that's something that you're looking for, be sure to check that out, because I kind of have my first impressions comparing the video quality and the camera quality. All that kind of stuff is in that video. But just starting off with my first page, I keep the typical stuff on my first page. I always have. It's a habit. So I have FaceTime, calendar, photos, camera, weather, clock, maps, voice memos, notes, reminders, podcast, calculator, contacts, health, app store, and settings. So those are like the ones that come with the phone that I keep on the first page, because those are all the ones that I use the absolute most, especially podcasts. Your girl loves a good podcast. And down on the bottom row, I keep some other stuff that I use the most. So my phone, messages, email. I know, do those numbers stress you guys out? My email is right now currently at 57,104. Does that stress you out? It really doesn't stress me out. I have numbers and a lot of stuff. If that's like notifications, if that stresses you out, like, so sorry. And then I keep Safari down there as well. And then the second page of my phone is kind of where I keep my most used apps. So there's socials, just different like shopping stuff that I use on like a day-to-day basis. So the first couple of rows are like social media and music. So we have Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Snapchat. I rarely use Snapchat. Snapchat is more for me communicating with my brother and my best friend and my uncles. That's like the only people I talk to on Snapchat. Spotify, comment down below. Are you a Spotify person or an Apple Music person? Devin uses Apple Music right now, I think, and I'm just Spotify all day long. I've always used Spotify, which if you're a student, you get a student discount with Spotify and you get Hulu for free. So there's that. Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. And then the next row is kind of the things that I use for like social media a lot. So I have YouTube Studio. If you don't know what YouTube Studio is, it just kind of tells your analytics a little better than YouTube. YouTube, like the actual app, doesn't tend to be up to date. So YouTube Studio shows like the amount of money you made, your actual view count, your watch time, different things like that. You can go in and change your thumbnails out or a description box or something, only go if you need to. Next to that, I have Reward Style. Reward Style is where I link all of like the clothing and stuff you see in my fashion hauls. It's where I link the stuff that goes onto my Like to Know It and where I post things to Like to Know It. And then I actually have the Like to Know It app, because there are people that I follow on the Like to Know It app because I need to see where their clothes are from. I have Planoly, which is kind of similar. If you guys have heard of the app it's kind of similar but a little bit different. So what Planoly is you kind of go in there and you can upload your stories and plan them, and you can upload your photos. But it's unlike I used to use it back in the day, so I don't know if it's changed, but that's not English. You used to not be able to upload a caption with it, but Planoly lets you upload your caption, your tags, your location, everything with it, and schedule it to go live. And you can upload your stories to it. I've never used it for stories, but that is a feature that they do have. But I like to not only plan out what my grid is going to look like, not that I put a whole ton of planning into it, but I like to be able to go ahead and put in my captions and like pre-schedule things, because sometimes that just makes it easier, because usually if I don't, then I just completely forget to post on my Instagram feed altogether. So that's really helpful for me. Then on the next row, I have Amazon, because Amazon, I'm buying something from there, it feels like at least once a day. The Starbucks app, PayPal, and Credit Karma. If you guys don't know what Credit Karma is, you just kind of check your credit on that, because, got to do real adulting things. Google Calendar. I use Google Calendar to do all of my social media planning. So like planning a YouTube video when I need to film it, when it needs to be published, blog posts, anything that's sponsored, Instagram posts, things I want to post on my Instagram feed. I try to be strategic with it, not like in the way that, like, I try to come up with new ideas to share with you guys. So maybe on my Instagram feed this day, I'm going to share like a little try on, or this day we're going to ask a question, just stuff like that. So I can not be just hopping on here like looking crazy every day on my Instagram feed. So I'm kind of bringing you guys new and interesting content on there as well. So Google Calendar controls like my whole life. My whole life is in a Google Calendar. I love it. I do not I still use pen to paper more so for like a to-do list and my school stuff is what I use my paper planner for. I have an ivory paper planner and I love it, but I change a lot of stuff when it comes to my social media, so I like something digital where I can just move things around and change things because something is always changing in my calendar. Then I have the Gmail app, my student app. This is the app that my school uses to kind of turn in assignments, check my grades, different things like that. Graduate in December. Whoop, whoop. I have the Weather Channel app. I find that the Weather Channel app is much more accurate than like the weather app that comes on the iPhone. I actually really don't like that app all that much. I feel like it's not very accurate. Definitely not nearly as accurate as the Weather Channel one is. I have a Weight Watchers, and I have Evernote. I love Evernote. I feel like I've talked to you guys about this before. I think I mentioned it in a productivity tips video. It is amazing. It's like the ultimate organization of all your notes. I like Evernote because I can access it on my computer, on my laptop, on my phone. Like I can access it from all the different points. I mean, you can kind of do the same with notes on your iPhone, but I just feel like it's just not the same. It doesn't sync the same, but you can organize them into little folders and have categories. Like I have like a folder for future video tags or future video ideas or outlines for videos that I'm planning to film. It's just a really easy way to take notes. Like I have a note section for like notes from like my church, from like the service that day. It's just really easy to make notes, but also keep them organized at the same time. Then we have Lightroom. Lightroom is where I edit all of my pictures at. Some people like Lightroom and some people hate it. I actually really like it because I feel like it gives you a lot more control than any other apps do. So I do have some presets that I use. I got them off of Etsy. Etsy has really inexpensive presets that you can usually pick up in like a bundle of like 30 or something like that. So use Lightroom to edit all my pictures. And then on the last one on that first page is Audible. I love Audible. Hashtag not sponsored, but if they want to, girl, holla at you, girl. I love Audible. I feel like I've talked to y'all about that before. I hate like dead time, and I do not like silence. So if I don't have like a YouTube video playing, I definitely have an audiobook or a podcast playing, especially when I'm driving. I love to listen to audiobooks or podcasts while I'm driving. It just makes me feel a little more productive. Same thing with the grocery store. I tell you guys all the time, I have to have something in my ears listening to it when I'm in the grocery store. Otherwise, I just feel, I don't know, like unproductive, I guess, if that makes sense. But while we're here, some of my favorite books are Eat Cake, Be Brave by Melissa Radke. That was an amazing book. Girl Stop Apologizing, of course. I'm currently trying to read Present Over Perfect, and Becoming by Michelle Obama was a good book. And I have Whiskey in a Teacup here. I have not read it yet, but I heard that it's really good. And I also want to read, is it called Everything Everything or Everyone Everyone? That book. I can't think of the actual name of it, but it's really popular, so I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But the next page, we get into some folders. So the last page of my phone is usually all folders, and that's just stuff that I use, but it's not quite on a daily basis. I label all of my folders with like emojis. So the first one is a shopping folder, and it has like a shopping bag emoji, and I have Walmart, Target, Torrid, Retail Me Not. I love Retail Me Not. It's a really easy place to get coupons. If you don't know what that is, you just kind of type in the store and it finds you online and in-store coupons. Ulta, Sephora, Kohl's, My Verizon, Walmart Grocery Pickup, JCPenney, Etsy, Best Buy, Rakuten, which is like Ebates' new thing. If you don't know what Ebates was, you kind of get cash back on everything that you buy online, but they're now Rakuten. It's a little confusing, but have that. UPS, FedEx, and USPS, kind of track them packages. Zillow, Trulia Rentals, this is the longest folder of life, TJ Maxx, Boohoo, Walgreens, Shein, Old Navy, IKEA, Wayfair, Overstock, Sam's Club, Chewy, Nespresso, and Home Chef. All of the shopping things that I would spend money on. Chewy is like a place to get like dog food and stuff like that. And then Nespresso app is where I get my Nespresso pods from. The next folder that I have is just like my photography folder. It has a little camera emoji. And I have Canva, PicMonkey, Facetune 2. I love Facetune 2 for the whitening feature. I always whiten my teeth in all of my pictures. Like, no tea, no shade. Your girl is always whitening her teeth. I'm literally sipping on a coffee as we speak. Teeth are a little yellow. I like to whiten them for my pictures. Not only that, but I think the whiten feature in general is actually really good for a lot of other things. If I'm taking a picture of something that has a white background, like if I'm doing a flat lay on something that's a little lighter, then I'll use the whitening feature. Then we have Caption Writer, when to post. This kind of gives you ideal times of when to post on your Instagram for your audience. VSEO, Unfold, and Stories Edit and Story Lux. Those are all Instagram story editing apps. I don't really use them. I kind of like to have them just to be there. I've tried them. I don't really like the look of them as much as like a natural regular story, but I do have them and use them occasionally. I have I'm talking with this hand a lot. I have Canon Camera Connect for my vlog camera because I can connect it over Wi-Fi and like send the footage over to my phone. PixArt, HypeType, over. Snapseed I use for the healing tool. So like if I take a picture against a wall and it has an outlet on it, I can use the healing tool to kind of erase the outlet and make it like the color of a wall. So I use Snapseed for that. Story Art, another thing for Instagram stories. And then Magic Eraser, which helps you erase around things and turn them into a PNG file. I have my little money folder, and I just have the Cash App and TurboTax in there. And then I have a game folder, which has all of the fun games. I used to not be the kind of person who played games on my phone, which I feel like I play them when I'm bored, but Devin, my husband, is a huge phone game player all day, every day. And so then I'll see him playing a game, that looks fun, and I'll play that game. So now I have a ton of games on my phone. So Stack, Zigzag, Twist, that one gives me a migraine. Flip Master, Flip Diving, Spill It. This is a super fun game. Like, it's way too fun. Like, you have to try to tip over like all of the wine glasses and break them completely to get to them. I know, it's really weird. Traffic Run, Snake vs. Block, Draw It, Fidget Spinner, Perfect Slices, Scream Go Hero. If you guys have never played Scream Go Hero, it is so funny. I think I saw it on like a Facebook post one day. But you make the little man move by like yelling, like the tone of your voice makes him like move fast or like jump or do all that stuff. I'll insert a clip. I know I have clips of like me recording Devin playing this game. It's very funny.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Who do you think you are?
Hey. Hey.
Polysphere, Skion Neon, Bricks and Balls, and Luminosity. And the next folder I have is just a tools folder. So I have Google, the Bible, Waze, Roku. This is awesome if you have a Roku and you lose your remote like we do all the time. It's just a Roku remote for your phone. Teachable, which is where I have some online courses that I take. Marco Polo, Google Docs, and Google Sheets. In my work folder, I just have TubeBuddy and the AdSense app. And then in the food folder, I have Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, Dunkin', Domino's, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Sonic, the basics. And then I have like this little like comes with my phone folder. Like I don't want to delete it, but I don't really need it at the same time. So it is kind of, I'm not even gonna go through all of them. It's like 3 pages of all of the basic apps that kind of come with your phone, but you don't really need, but you might need one day, that kind of a deal. And then the last folder I have is just an entertainment folder. So we have Hulu, Netflix, and YouTube TV. So that is everything that I keep on my phone. I feel like for the most part, everything is pretty organized aside from, you know, the 50,000 unread emails, but details don't matter. Leave a comment down below and let me know which apps are y'all's favorite. Like they're on the first page, you have to have them, can't live without them. And I really hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Remedy, 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 and the way you go, baby, don't you know there's a remedy.